Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
I'm Jo'Van.
And I'm Brandice.
And this is
Closing the Gap.
We're so excited that you're here. You're probably wondering, why is our show called Closing the Gap? Well, we live in a time where there's tons of information out there, and it's hard to determine what's true,
what's false,
what's meaningful,
what will truly feed your soul. We want to create a platform, a safe space for young adults to discuss everyday issues, but with a godly perspective. If you have questions, this is a show for you.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
And if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Yeah. Brandice, you have bugs all over you.
I know. I feel it. Do I really?
Every time I look over at you, you have a bug on you.
No, I feel it. So, as you can see, we did not want to leave the pool. We were at the pool last week for our live episode, and we are back here with the same clothes.
Same clothes.
It just listed.
Same thing. Yeah.
We're just...
Same Red Bull, all that.
Everything is the same because we didn't leave. We were recording it to the same day.
Hey, it's okay.
Gotcha.
Why you gotta lie to the people?
I mean...
Oh my gosh, bro. Every time. Okay, you know what? Forget it.
We gotta keep that in. That was too good.
All right, look. You know what? You know, that butterfly actually made me think of something.
What?
It made me think of love. And that butterfly obviously loves me very much.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
It's...
And today, you know, let me tell you, we were going to talk about being in love versus just loving someone, you know, as like the action, the feeling versus the action, right?
Yes.
And, you know, that butterfly is changing my argument. Honestly, it feels good to be loved. You know what I'm saying?
That
I think it's the feeling for me.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
For me.
Yeah.
That butterfly legit has gone on Jo'Van's head. Just like, I've never seen a butterfly that calm around a human ever in my life. It's like just, until you move, it's like it's at peace. It's like it's with its partner for life.
Right. And you know, my love language is it's the actions. What is it? What is that again? Acts of service.
Yes.
And that it is giving me acts of service right now. It's showing me.
It's showing.
Wow.
It's persistent.
Wow. Well, hopefully it doesn't land on my face or something.
I try to remain calm if it happens again. That one. I was like, ooh.
Right. All right. So cool. So let's get started with what's the difference between love and being in love?
Well, you hinted towards it already.
Okay.
But love is a feeling, and it can be fleeting. It can go away. And being in love with somebody is a deeper. It's the action. You're doing the ins and out. You kind of...
Interesting. I feel the opposite. Being in love to me is the feeling.
Really?
Yeah, to me. Being in love is like I feel like you feel it. To me, love is more of the action.
I guess I'm like in love with you. Like it's not like, oh, I love you like a friend. I think that's because when I thought of like just like the love, I thought like as a friend or whatever. But if I'm in love with you, I'm going to go deeper. It's like, I don't know. That's what I took it. Interesting.
Wow.
That's really.
I did not think we would start this completely.
We talked about it, but we didn't like break down which one was which. And
I think we both assumed that it was like common sense, right? Okay. Well, that is really funny. All right. So for me, being in love is like I'm head over heels for you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I feel it. Love is like an action. Like I'm choosing to love you, and I'm choosing to show you with that.
I can see how you can take that way.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the difference. And I think the feeling can be confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the action, there's nothing confusing about it. If you're choosing to love this person, that is an active choice that you're making. But being in love and you have that feeling, you know, sometimes that can that could be like infatuation, or that could be lust, or that could be, you know, that could be so many other things, but you feel like it's love. So I think the action of being in love is way more straightforward, whereas the feeling, it can get complicated.
Yeah, because I think when some people don't really do the work, or that beginning stage is where you think, oh, this is, I'll let's use your way of explaining it, but you think I'm in love with this person. Sometimes that can vary, like the excitement of something new, or they're getting to know somebody. It can be like you have all the hopes and plans to fulfill all the actions it require. But sometimes I believe that when the rubber meets the road, is like, I don't know if I can, it's like the excitement outweighs the reality. Right. That makes sense.
So which one do you think is more important, or which one is more important? The love, the action, or the feeling?
Oh, definitely the action. Because if you're just saying it or have that flutter, that fleeting feeling just because the excitement, then it's going to go. But if you actually put forth that effort or putting in the work, then definitely, because it's something that you're building and putting work towards.
Gotcha.
Feelings can come and go.
Yeah, I agree. I do feel like there's people out there that rather have the feeling, like if they don't feel that love for the person, they just can't do it.
But then I see. But okay.
Do you have siblings?
Yes.
Have they ever just peed you off?
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I have brothers, 3 brothers.
Right.
Yes.
But have you ever, while you're in that mood, have you ever still done something for them because you love them?
Yeah.
Now, could you be married to that type of? Not saying that they're always
and
upset, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you're just like, dang, I don't feel that love right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I see where I know. I got what you're saying when you asked that question initially.
Right.
But I guess you're never going to always be in that lovey-dovey feeling, but I still feel love for you, if that makes any sense, if you truly, deeply love that person.
Okay.
I guess that's my thing. Is like, yeah, I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, on Disney movie, all in love. Y'all, you and Toy looked around.
Yeah,
but you should still have that deep love that even when they are getting on your last nerves, like, you get on my nerves, I might not like you, but I do love you.
Got it. So which one's more important? The action.
Action, right? 100%. All day.
Oh.
Somebody said that. Oh, it's so comedian. All day.
Well, that reminds me of, what's his name? Is it Deontay Wilder? He's like, every day. You remember that?
Yes.
That joke's hilarious. Anyway, you had a point earlier.
Yes.
And I can't remember what it was.
There are people who marry for, well, now that we kind of took this a different way that I thought, but as far as like, could you marry somebody who you're not in love with or love?
Absolutely. Sugar mama. 100%.
Why did I ask you that question?
You already knew.
Listen, right? I thought you would.
No hesitation. I'm trying to come up. I don't got time for y'all.
Okay. Let's run with that, Jo'Van.
Right.
Like for real talk, for real. Do you really feel that way?
Yes.
I always thought you were joking.
No.
Okay. I still don't know if you're joking or not, but
I'm getting lined up tomorrow because I'm going out of town. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a 60 years old. Okay.
So the love might not be there.
Right.
So you mean to tell me, so the love's not there, you're going to go through the thick and thin with this person that you don't love, or you're just going to thinking about it for the money and then come up?
Yes.
I guess it's I can't be
no, okay. I'm being dramatic, but there are a lot of people that feel that way. They don't care because they got money.
And yes, you do hear, there's a show Marrying for Millions. Uh-huh. So it is out there. People are marrying because it looks good on paper. It's a good business transaction for me. This person's going to be good for me. I don't necessarily love that person, but they're good for me as far as like what I want for my life.
Yeah. And that person, like, okay, I know we're getting back into the whole money thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like the person with money, they could legitimately love the person that they're that's benefiting from them, right? But that person may not love them, the one that's benefiting, but they're gonna stay because they're like, I'm gonna still show you the action, I'm gonna reciprocate the energy, but I don't really feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's like a thing. I think it's pretty common.
No, it is common, and it just like blows my mind.
And I think it's in a weird way, it kind of just goes back to our original, what we agreed upon was, it's like the action matters more, except in this case it's not the same because there's like a materialistic a component to it. So
and I always think about this. So I know we did one of our first episodes. We did. Could you fall in love later? So like if it was just the feeling first. Could you grow that love a little deeper? Because I always think about like arranged marriages, definitely arranged marriages, or like the show we were talking about. That we watched together, not together, but Married at First Sight. You're man or stranger.
Right.
So
right.
I always think about that. Like as far as like, could you stay in a marriage where the love is just not as deep, or you're just not? I don't know, because that feeling is fleeting.
I mean, yes, I definitely think you can.
Yeah. So, guys, if you can hear behind us, like thunder.
Yes, so this is going to be the last episode of Closing the Gap. We're going to get struck by lightning. We'll buy lots of water.
This is real. This is not a green screen.
Technology here, you know what I'm saying? Perfect conditions. But we better end this one in a flash.
You're so.
Everybody? Okay.
Okay. But for me, I would have to be in love with, in love with the person.
You have to have the feeling.
I have to have, the feeling and the action behind it. I couldn't just.
What's the feeling to action ratio? Like, give me a pie chart. like, do you have to be 75% action and 25% feeling?
Well, I want to have that feeling, and it's when I'm marrying the person, so I would say it's a good half and half. Like, yeah. Okay. Like I said, I know that strong, like, singing in the woods, kind of Disney kind of love. That feeling is not going to be there forever, because that's where the action comes into play. But I definitely want to feel that happiness, and I feel like you can have that with somebody. So, definitely.
Agreed.
I'm not. 1,000%. I mean, listen. Would I want to marry someone with money? Yes. But at the same time, I'm not trying to be like.
I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah. But I'm not like Jo'Van over here who's trying to find a sugar daddy. That's all I want. I want love.
Well, first of all, I'm not trying to find a sugar daddy. Let's make that very clear. Do not swing that way. But hey.
Sugar mama, I'm sorry.
Okay, let's settle this. I know we keep going back and forth. So you wouldn't have a sugar daddy who you eventually become like engaged to and married.
No, I need the love.
Okay.
The money can't only go so far.
So you wouldn't go out with a dude that has a lot of money, and you're not attracted to him.
Okay, I'm not attracted to. First of all, a date and marrying somebody is two different things.
Oh, so you would go on a date with them?
Maybe. It depends on like what we're trying to. I don't have to be attracted to the person enough for real. Honestly, I really do need to be attracted to the person.
Okay.
But that's all day. All day.
Every day.
Oh my goodness. I know this conversation can continue, but the thunder in the background is not making me feel safe. So with that note, guys, make sure you guys let us know what you feel in the comments. Could you marry somebody that you're not necessarily in love with or have deep love action with? So yeah, let us know in the comments.
Appreciate y'all for watching. See y'all next time.
Bye.